Are you thinking of making a speaker show reel or thinking of making your speaker show reel better? If you are, then stay tuned because that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. Hi, I'm Neil Fellows and I am a speaker agent representing thought leaders and change makers. I started out in sales and marketing, then I became a speaker. Then I mentored speakers on the business of speaking before I became a speaker agent. This means I get you. I get what it's like to be on stage, but I also get what it's like to build a business brick by brick. But what's different about me though is that I also get what it's like to be on the other side of the fence, the booking side. And that's where I'm going to give you insights like you've never had before. The aim of this video series, How to Survive and Thrive as a Speaker, is to help you get more speaking gigs, get paid more, and get representation with an agency. If you're thinking of making a speaker show reel or making your speaker show reel better, then this video is really going to help. Show reels are important. Show reels are really important. So important that I go as far to say, if you can't provide me as a speaker agent with evidence of you speaking, then in my mind, you're not a speaker, certainly not a professional speaker. I'm going to give you as much as I can in this video, but there's so much I could say on the topic of making a speaker show reel. In fact, show reels are so important that at my speaker agency, Stellar Speakers, we dedicate a whole section of our Rising Stars program to building speaker show reels, including a training video that walks you through everything that's needed and a storyboard that shows you what you need to include, why you need to include it, and the exact steps on how to make your show reel. Then we show you the typical mistakes people make when they make a speaker show reel, and then we show you how to make a speaker show reel really stand out. I'll add a link in the description below so you can find out more and maybe join Rising Stars. For now, if you're a speaker, you need to know a booker or an agent will need to see evidence of you in action. I want to see you in action, and anyone who's going to book you and spend budget on you will want to see you speak too. Now, of course, a number of people who book you to speak for them will come from people who have seen you speak live on stage. They've seen the goods, as it were. They've seen you deliver. But what about the people you prospect, or the agents you prospect, or the people who stumble across you online, or the people who recommend you to a booker? What about them? I've just mentioned 4 groups of people who could book you if they could see evidence. But if you don't have a show reel as evidence, how will they confidently know who you are and who they're booking and if it's wise to spend budget on you? So when it comes to making a show reel, take it seriously. For the speakers just starting out, you might say, yeah, but I need to get on stages. I need bookings in order to make that show reel, and I need to get it filmed, and that costs money. And then I need to get it edited, and that means more money. I hear you, but stop making excuses. Do you want to be a professional speaker or not? If you want to be a professional speaker, then find a way to make your speaker show reel happen. Here's 3 very cost-effective ways to get started. Get yourself on an industry panel. Most events that have panels have a videographer in the room, and if they don't have a videographer in the room, then ask the host if you could just set up a camera. Just use your phone. Use that as a start. If there's no videographer, then the sound quality might not be amazing. So see if you could hook up maybe a cordless mic. Maybe borrow one if you need to keep the costs down. And the other thing, if the audio is not that great, then just edit the sound out and speak over the top of it, but at least it shows you in action on a panel. Another great way to get footage and get a decent quality of footage is to do a TEDx talk. If you don't have the budget for making a speaker show reel, at the very least a good TEDx video provides some evidence. At least then the booker can see you presenting on stage. What else can you do? These days, virtual delivery is really important, so get a clip of you delivering online. You might argue that, yeah, but I need a speaker show reel to get booked. How do I get booked without making a speaker show reel first? So maybe you have to do a few gigs for free on the basis you can get more footage for you actually standing on stage and speaking. Now, I know when you're making a show reel, it takes time to get the footage together. It can take months. So in the meantime, what else can you do? Could you record an informal video where you talk about who you are, why you do what you do, who you work with, and typically what people love about your work? That's another option. And as you collate other showreel evidence, you could cut elements of that recording into your showreel. For the more experienced speaker looking to improve your showreel, remember that we want to see you on different stages in different formats. So if you go on panels, let's see that. If you are an award host, show us that. And the same applies to you as applies to the new speaker when it comes to having a TEDx talk or a presentation that shows you giving an entire presentation or doing an informal video. As an agent, if I have several formats that showcase you, like a showreel, a TEDx, or a presentation and an informal video, it means I could give the booker examples that give them more confidence. So look, in this video, I've given you some ways that you can make a start when it comes to making a speaker's showreel, which goes a long way to providing a booker or an agent with the evidence that they need. In video 8 in this playlist, I'm going to talk more about evidence, but a different type of evidence. This is evidence I use to evaluate a speaker in less than 15 seconds. Yep, you heard right, less than 15 seconds. Meanwhile, in the next video, I'm going to talk about how you build your brand and you build your following, and why both are critical to your success. If you found this useful, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified about all of our latest uploads. If you want to be taken seriously by an agent and speaker bookers, you want to make sure that you've got all of your speaker assets in place. It doesn't matter what level you're at, whether you're at level 1, level 2, or level 3 as a speaker, you need to have these assets in place, and you need to be continually updating and improving them. Just because you've been on the speaker circuit maybe for a couple of decades, and maybe because you've had some high paying gigs, it doesn't automatically mean that you're representation ready. But what will set you apart from other speakers is ensuring your speaker assets are in place. At Stellar, we think of it like this. A star system is a constellation of stars with a gravitational pull. We think of your speaker assets as that gravitational pull, and we've developed a program called Rising Stars that walks you through how to create and update 8 critical assets we call essentials. We give you a directory of speaking stages, share speaking opportunities so you can get out on the circuit, give you invaluable industry insights helping you to spot the trends or build your understanding of a certain niche sector in the market. We also give you templates, checklists, and bonus video interviews, hand you quarterly trainings on hot topics, and give you access to quality providers who can help you develop your assets. Best of all, once you've completed the program and developed your assets, we may even take you on and represent you. So you can find out more about Rising Stars. I'll add a link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.